65 terrific looks, 75 terrific looks, well put together, dressed for the weather, looking like a million and feeling good, looking terrific, dabba 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 da 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 da, dabba ba dabba, dabba dabba dabba, dabba 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 da 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 da. We always bought new clothes for the first day of school. It was a ritual. It was a shedding of skins. I can remember every outfit from grades 1 to 10. Most of them immortalized in snapshots, me and my sister squinting into the sun, stiff in our new clothes. Our mama read the Eaton's catalog and felt she knew what was going on. She was responsible for the sweater sets and pleated skirts of 1964, the period look puff sleeves and lace collars of 1968, the miniskirts of 1971. But it wasn't long before we realized that our mama's tastes were usually about a year or so behind the fashions, and so, desperate, we'd go to our grandmother who sewed and was ahead of her time. She would take us on secret shopping sprees to Eaton's, where we could choose any fabric, any color we wanted. We'd repay her with long coffee breaks in the Horn of Plenty cafeteria, where Baba would talk at length about the clothes our mama used to wear. Grumbling her bran muffin into her coffee, she'd gaze into the formica and spin long, dreamy monologues about a simple prairie world where our mama lived, surrounded by black, gauzy nuns, pastel organza girls, and featureless, gawky, bow-tied boys. People are dressing kind of new morality now. Buttoned down, tied up, tucked in. Kind of preppy, with slight overtones of shabbiness. Lyndon Johnson's daughter, Linda, is in military school. Nancy Reagan has a Cuban dress designer and is seen in suits a lot, and my mother wears a beret with her mink coat. The regimented look is in. By our indifference, we indicate our complicity. Nancy Reagan is not tacky. Nancy Reagan is not young. Nancy Reagan is not Ukrainian. Nancy Reagan is not unarmed. Nancy Reagan is not messy. Nancy Reagan is never confused. Nancy Reagan is not oppressed. Nancy Reagan is not funny. Nancy Reagan is not insignificant. Nancy Reagan is not talking. Nancy Reagan is all the things I am not.
Betty Ford was brassy, and Rosalind too grim. In any case, she was overshadowed by Margaret Trudeau. Anyway, Nancy Reagan. She's elegant and understated. She's Jacqueline without the French lineage. She's Middle America without the mortgage. What she wore to the inaugural was perfect, vibrant red amongst the grays and blacks. It was symbolic. It was $20,000. It was pragmaticism.
Clothes make the man. A new outfit does the trick. When you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you look great. Feeling good is like being nice, and niceness is what comes out of happiness. If you're really nice, you're probably really happy. Think of the kid you'd never invite to your birthday party in grade 4. What was he or she wearing? 2 young girls in identical pastel down jackets talk in the street outside my window. Down the hallway, my roommate cooks dinner for her boyfriend. They are dressed casually, both in chino pants, and she is wearing a silk blouse with a narrow tie. It is evening. It is spring. We were brought up to look great and feel good and realize, finally, of course, that there is more to it than all that. 75 terrific looks, 75 terrific looks, da-ba-ba-da-ba, da-ba-ba-da-ba, da-ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da. Years later, I still think of my mother when I am buying clothes. The plaid wool shirt, would she approve or think it too mannish? The red pants from Woolco, she'd probably tell me that they're outdated and unbecoming on a girl like me. Finally, I've realized that my mother's voice is really coming from somewhere else. A smooth, glossy, composite voice composed of advertising copy from hundreds of fashion magazines. And sometimes I have dreams where someone, probably this ideological mother of mine, hands me crisp white feminine clothes. I put them on. Lace pinafores, frilly aprons, ribbons in my hair. Men in elegant dinner suits materialize out of nowhere, straighten their ties, and smile. Smiling back, I lower my eyes and blush prettily. Most of my clothes are comfortable and cheap, second-hand treasures and gifts from friends. Still, the dream plagues me. The aprons and frills seem to represent a costume of slavery and helplessness. I, in the dream, am rewarded with approval and happiness when I put on those clothes. I think about Lady Diana, her endless array of beautiful clothes, about the charm and ease of dressing and living like a kept woman. I think about what she and Nancy Reagan and Cheryl Tiegs and all fashion symbols represent. The sheer force of ideology, a million do's and don'ts mainlining into our consciousness, telling us who has power and who doesn't, who wears the pants, who's rugged and who's feminine, who's supposed to go to work and who goes to the shopping center, buying and buying more and more clothes. More and more clothes. Look, 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 75 terrific looks, 75 terrific looks. Take a long look in a full-length mirror. A look for a day starts with a raincoat. Total looks, leggy looks, special looks, a splendid impact. Looking terrific, looking terrific, looking terrific, looking terrific. Da-ba-ba-da-ba, da-ba-da-ba-da-ba, da-ba-da-ba-da-ba, da-da-da.